Brothers and sisters, today hundreds of Sikh and Kashmiris in front of India's UN mission here are giving a message. 72 years ago, when in the post-Second World War scenario, Britishers hastily retreated from South Asia, Radcliffe, who had never come to India before, divided subcontinent between India and Pakistan, Sikhs as the third party, as the third nation, which were a party to the transfer of negotiation in London roundtable conferences as well, we were left in the lurch. Today, Kashmir is bleeding. Kashmir Valley has become an open jail. There is an information black hole, and this is again the mischief of British colonial map makers who left the business unfinished there. For the last 72 years, Sikhs, those who have never accepted Indian Constitution, let me explain a little bit. There were two Sikh representatives in India's Constituent Assembly when Indian Constitution was being drafted. Those two Sikh representatives refused to sign the draft of Indian Constitution due to the reason as what was promised to the Kashmiris, the same way it was promised to the Sikhs by Nehru, by Indian Congress, by Gandhi, that no constitution in India will be accepted which won't be acceptable to the Sikhs. At the same time, there are the flowery words of Nehru when he said, we will give Sikhs a province in the north so that brave Sikhs of Punjab may also be able to enjoy the glow of freedom. But what happened in the Indian Constituent Assembly? They refused to recognize Sikhs even as a separate religion. India's Constitution's Article 25B considers Sikhs, Buddhists and Jains as Hindus. That was the time when two Sikh representatives said, it is betrayal of the Sikhs, it is betrayal of the promises made to the Sikhs. We reject this constitution. Fact of the matter is that de facto we may have been captured in Indian map, but de juris we have never accepted the Indian Constitution. 37 years later, in the first week of June 1984, Indian Army cut Punjab off from the rest of the world. Today I was being interviewed by ARY News Channel, and I said what is happening in Kashmir today reminds me what happened in the first week of June 1984. Punjab was cut up from the rest of the world. Even walking on foot was banned. All media, foreign journalists were thrown out. Indian media was churning the falsehood as they are doing now, that Kashmiris are very happy as they have abrogated Article 370. But contrary to the facts, as Punjab and Sikhs were seething with rage, the Sikhs in the world, they were angry, but Indian media was selling lies. Similarly, they are doing to Kashmir. And I said that as Sikhs, we have seen what we have gone through in the last 35 years, and the message is very clear. Today, just a day ago on August 14th, when Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan addressed the Azad Kashmir Assembly in Muzaffarabad, he very aptly compared today's Indian regime to the Nazi regime of 1930s. As Nazi ideology of Hitler's Nazi party was one nation, one race, one people. Similarly, RSS, which was inspired by Nazi ideology, their message is Hindu, Hindi, Hindustan. There is no place for minorities in India. And in the last more than 5 years, now the second term of Modi has started, they are doing exactly the same what the Nazis did to Nazi Germany, to the Catholics, to the civil libertarians, to the communists, to the Jews, to the gypsies. The same story is being repeated today in India. and the message is very loud and clear. We are seeing the Khalistani flags from one end to the other. We are seeing the Kashmiri flag here. The first message is that, oh Nazi rulers of Delhi, as ultimately it was the end of the Nazis due to their tyranny, your regime, Hindu regime, will be ended by the Sikhs, by the Kashmiris, by the Christians who are being subjugated, by over 100 million Dalits, by tribals. We all are coming on one platform. We are realizing this, as one time President of United States of America, Benjamin Franklin, said, we all must hang together, otherwise we will be hanged separately. The message is very clear, and message from here that we are together with our Kashmiri brothers and sisters. And today, on this 72nd occasion of so-called India's independence, we are hoisting Khalistani flag. Kashmiris are hoisting their flag. Nagas in the northeast are hoisting their own flag. And we will fight to the finish to get our homeland of Khalistan from river Jamuna to Pakistan liberated. Join me in raising slogans, give the message to the people here. These hired hoodlums of the Indian system have Khalistani flags towards them, have Kashmiri flag towards them, and the message 5 slogans. Akal Takht to aayi awaaz,
Khalistan, Khalistan,
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 Akal Takht to aayi awaaz.
Khalistan, Khalistan.
And 5 slogans for our Kashmiri brothers and sisters. Azad Kashmir,
Jindabad,
Azad Kashmir,
Jindabad,
Azad Kashmir,
Jindabad,
Azad Kashmir,
Jindabad,
Azad Kashmir.
Jindabad.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru
Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.